Welcome to worship for Bloomfield United Church. Just a few announcements as we get started. As always, thank you so much for your continued support of our congregation while our building remains closed. Even though we are closed as a building, there still has been ministry happening. We've had 3 now bi-weekly telephone conference meetings of a kind of ad hoc executive of our governance, and that executive is made up of myself, the chair of our official board, and the chair of our stewards, who is Joan May, our session chair, Dorothy Fraley, our treasurer, Romany Cooper, myself, and Dr. Ann Nanskaville. These meetings allow us to check in around matters related to our finances, to our personnel, to communications, directives from government and public health officials, and around United Church of Canada policies as they relate to the pandemic. Also, a second written update was put together by me with contributions, this time from John Duggan and Dr. Ann. I thank both of them. And this was sent out. If you have email, I sent it to you on email. If you don't have email, I mailed physical copies to all those on our regular mailing list. So you would have got it in one form or another, I hope. I anticipate that within the next week or so, I will be able to support Community Care as a driver for their Meals on Wheels program and potentially for their new grocery delivery service for seniors as well. Now, you know that things are just beginning to open up a little bit in our province at this stage. Even so, we anticipate that group gatherings in public places like churches is still a ways off from being allowed and likely will not happen for several more weeks at minimum. Now, when we are able to meet in our building again, we will need to have in place practices and protocols that are in line with the law and that are helpful for crushing the curve of virus transmission. And we'll also need to consider how and by whom our building can be used outside groups or community groups during the week. How will that happen? Can it happen? Will it happen? And all of this will mean adjustments and patience from everyone, and we thank you in advance for your willingness to offer both. And Session and our leadership will be considering these questions going forward. Finally, I cut a very small slice off the top of my finger earlier this week, which has put my ukulele playing on hold for a little while. Some of you may be rather grateful to hear that. So while there will still be music included in the service, the music is from videos on other YouTube channels that I've imported into the playlist for Sunday mornings, because I know how to do that now. So I hope that will add something to our services as well. So at this time, let's continue with our worship of God.